here with Coach Kevin Berneathy of the Porte Bulldogs. How are you doing this morning, Coach?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. So let's get right to it. One of the things I'm trying to do with the series of interviews is kind of illustrate the way coaches move around. So if you can kindly walk us through your coaching career from your first assistant job to where you are now.
Okay, so my first real coaching experience was in 2006, where I was a student teacher, student coach at Arkansas High School, Canada, under Bill Keppel. I was kind of placed there. We were able to win the 6A state championship in Arkansas. From there, I came here to LaPorte. I was offensive line coach from 2007 to 2012 season. From there, I went to Dickinson High School for a year for Coach Nelson as a defensive line coach. The next year, I went to Mark as the offensive coordinator. And then in 2015, 16, and 17, I was the offensive coordinator at Angleton High School under Ryan Roark. And then in 2018, I was the football coach at W High School in Houston. Pasadena ISD, and in February I was hired to become head football coach here at LaPorte High School.
All right. Now you've worked under a bunch of different head coaches, and then you were head coach at Dobie. Now you're head coach at LaPorte. Talk a little bit about the role of head football coach as mentor to coaching coaches.
Yeah. I mean, I was able to work for a lot of good head coaches. Jeff LaRoe, John Snelson, Mike Jackson, and Ryan Roark. I believe you just set the foundation, and you teach them the ways of the day-to-day business and how a program needs to be operated, and you guide them into the professional development and help them become better coaches day in and day out of the day-to-day grind of being a football coach. And I think you just got to set a good example and show them the way. Just being an everyday example, showing them the different ways to reach kids and coach, and just being the everyday person that they can come to for advice.
All right. So you're getting ready for here in a few minutes for your spring practice. So give us a little bit of a look at the Bulldogs for 2022. What you've seen so far.
Yeah. I've been here since probably the last week of February, and our football players have, really been working hard through off season, every day coming down and with a good attitude and making the decision to, every day come down here and work hard and become better. Our kids want to win. They want to be successful. So right now we're implementing new schemes and different ways of doing things. And, every day is, like I tell our kids, we got to stack good days together and keep stacking good days. And right now they're doing that, and learning new terminology, new philosophy, new schemes. And, we know we're not a finished product, and we got a long way to go till August. So it's just a constant every day, come ready to work and learn new things and understand we're going to make mistakes, but we can overcome them.
Yes, adapt and overcome. Correct. If you lose
Absolutely.
the video in the middle of your feed, you just keep going and make the best of it.
Right.
So talk about so you run the program at OB, now you come in LaPorte, and it's not, you're going to come in, you're going to make changes, and it's not that the way things were being done before were quote unquote wrong. It's that a way, and you see how that way applies to the kids that you have, and that's the system you think will be best effective there?
Well, yeah, I mean, fortunately, I've been able to be a part of a lot of winning programs and have been in the quarterfinals multiple times, state semifinals once. So, there's I think a way of doing things that works. And I just think it's a hard hat mentality. It's a physical mentality. We're going to be a tough football team. And that's how we're going to come to work every day, is to build toughness and physicality. And regardless of what systems you have in place, offensively and defensively, if you have a tough football team that's physical and buys into, lifting weights a lot and doing the little things right, I think you have a chance to be very successful.
All right. Well, last question. This one may be the hardest. You're coming over. You have experience there in LaPorte, coming over from Pasadena to Dobie. What is the right now the go-to restaurant in LaPorte for Coach Berneathy?
Well, really, I hadn't had much time to sneak away and eat. To tell you the truth, I'm usually got my feet on the ground working. But I really, just from being here before, and I really like El Ranchero Mexican restaurant. I think it's a good place to go eat, and good people always treat you well in there. And so I would say El Ranchero. But there are great, great other places around town. So I'm not trying to downplay any of the other ones.
It's Southeast Texas. You're going to find plenty of good food about any direction you turn.
Absolutely.
So, well, thank you very much for your time today, Coach, and best of luck with your spring practice in the coming season.
Thank you. I apologize for the lack of connection there for about 30 seconds, but yeah, absolutely. So I appreciate you having me.
Thanks, Coach. Talk to you later.
All right. Thank you.